Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the 2021 European Classic Powerlifting Championships coming to you from Västerås in Sweden. It's a 10-day festival of powerlifting. Today is day 9, and this morning it is the Open Women Under 76 Kilo class. Everyone in the venue is still buzzing about the women's under 69 class yesterday, and just marveling at the performances that we saw. It was a small field of 8, but what a high quality field. Priscilla Babwal, of course, ran away with it as we expected her to. She broke the European record in deadlift, the world record in squat, the world record in total, and she sits atop the best scoring points table with three other French lifters in the next three places. It was quite a spectacular competition, and we hope that the women's 76 will deliver just as much drama, excitement, and top level compelling sport as we saw last night. The running order is in front of you. We have a large field and there is just one flight, so we will have 20-minute breaks between squat and bench press to allow the lifters to warm up, and the same between bench press and deadlift. It's going to be a fantastic morning. Sit back and enjoy it. The first lifter out will be Rebecca Römer Andersen for Denmark. She will open on 142.5 kilos, 10 kilos below her personal best, and day 9 gets underway. And that looks a good squat to get the day underway. And yes, indeed, 3 white lights for Anderson. Now, next up, Sophia Ellis from Great Britain. And she's opening on 145 kilos. Her PB is 160, as you can see. So this will hopefully be a safe opener for the 25-year-old British lifter. The last time these championships were held, she would still have been a junior. Of course, that was 2 years ago. And that looks good as well. And 3 white lights. Now Krikishvili from Georgia will be next up. Nino Krikishvili. And she is opening on 150. We have her PB as 180. So again, this should be a nice, safe opener. Oh, lovely indeed. Brings it back up well. And as we say, if you ask no questions of the referees, you won't be unhappy when you get an answer that you don't like. Now, Danielle Frieza from the Netherlands will open on 152.5, 15 kilos below her personal best. And That came up nice and strong. She smiles. It's three white lights. She raises her hands. Is it triumph or is it relief to get the first squat in? Probably a bit of both as Coach Party Cayley looks on. Now, Yulia Zaitseva from Russia is up next. PB 157.5 on the bar, 155 kilos. And that looks good as well. Three white lights for a lift within 2.5 kilos of a personal best. That was a really smooth, controlled lift. And Tulia Lohibou from Finland is up next. 160 kilos for the next two lifters. Then 162.5, then 165. It is all closely punched. And that's nice and deep as well. Shouldn't be any problem with that. And three white lights. Now, Pogadina, the second Russian lifter, Yulia Pogodina, opening in 160. And well, she is opening on her personal best. The other Russian opened just below it and looked very comfortable. That must be the best hair of the week, apart from Elias de Buck yesterday. And that looks good as well. And three white lights. Now, Jacqueline Klaver from the Netherlands, 162.5. She is the record holder in squat in the Netherlands with 178 kilos. This is 162.5. And that looked very comfortable. Three white lights. And now Leah Schreiner from Germany. 165 for the next two lifters. PB 164.5. Again, a national record holder. We have a really stacked field here this morning. And that looks good as well. Three white lights. The coach looks on in the background, as you can see, checking the depth. Now, Lina Sestermoinen from Finland, also on 165 kilos. She had to battle more than some, but then she's lifting more than some, and it's three white lights for Sestermoinen. And next we've got Birgit Ross-Becker from Iceland, 172.5 on the bar. Her personal best, 180, as you can see. And she is the third last out in the first round. And that came up strong. And three white lights. Now, Emily Greenway from Great Britain, the last one to come out for her first squat. PB is 190. As you can see, she's attempting 177.5 kilos. And she comes out looking really focused and determined. And that's lovely indeed. She brings it up well. And three white lights to get her competition underway. And finally, in the first round, we get Marta Kena from Norway, 180 kilos on the bar. Her PB is 192, which is the Norwegian record. Oh, and she brings that up well. And it is three white lights. And at the end of a remarkable first round, Kenner leads with 180 kilos. Why do I say remarkable? Well, not only is there a solid column of green, everyone got the first lift in, but to the best of my recollection, everyone got three white lights. There was not a single red light from any of the referees during the whole of the first round. And Kenner leads from Greenway and Becker as we go into the second round, and it's Anderson, 147.5, and that came up well. The whole field is separated by 37.5 kilos. It is that close. Now, Sophia Ellis from Great Britain, her second attempt, 155 kilos, just 5 kilos short of her personal best. And that looks good as well. Had to work a little bit harder than her opener, but you'd expect that. It's heavier. Now the Georgian lifter, Kikishvili, is out for her second attempt. She's attempting 157.5. PB is 180. Platform crew look on attentively. What a fantastic job these guys have done all week long. And great depth, had to work to bring it back, but she did. And three more white lights. Zakseva from Russia will be next. Two lifters on 160. And then we have four on 170. Such is the closeness of the competition. And this is Yulia Zaitsev, 34 years old. Opened within 2.5 kilos of her personal best. And now she goes 2.5 kilos the other side of it. And that is the first no lift of the entire squat competition, and it took until the fourth attempt of the second round, and she was attempting a weight she had never successfully lifted before. Now Danielle Frieza from Netherlands, also on 160 kilos. And that looks good. She's happy. And three white lights and more celebration. Great lift from Frieza. And Leah Schreiner from Germany, one of four lifters on 170 kilos. When this happens, they come out in lot order. Every lifter is allocated a lot number at weigh-in, and if two or more lifters select the same weight, they come out to face that weight in lot order with lower numbers first. Lovely and deep, brings it back up. That should be good. And three white lights for Schreiner. Tulia Lohibou from Finland will be out on the same weight. And then Sestermoinen from Finland will follow her on the same weight. And she smiles. She likes it. The referees like it. And now Lina Sestermoinen, also from Finland, also on 170 kilos, 2.5 kilos short of her personal best. And no, that proves just too much this time. She'll come back and have another go, and the bar will remain at 170 kilos for Yulia Pogadina from Russia. Remember, she opened on her personal best. This will go 10 kilos above that. Oh no, she fought and she fought, but perhaps the jump was just too big and she couldn't bring it back up. Now, Jacqueline Klaver from the Netherlands is next. Her PB is 178. She is the Netherlands national record holder in squat. 172 is a 10 kilo jump, getting closer to her best. Oh, it's a great squat. Nice and deep, but she brought it up so well. Three wide lights. And there are three more lifts in the second round. And next up is Birgit Ross-Becker from Iceland. 177 kilos on the bar. As you can see, her squat PB is 180. Again, this is getting very close to her PB in the second round. There's the Iceland coach, Gordon Johnson, who looks on, gives last minute instructions. Words of encouragement. And here we go. Oh, it's nice and deep, and she brings it back up, and that should be good. Three white lights for Becker. Now, Emily Greenway, Great Britain, 185 kilos on the bar, a 7.5 kilo jump to within 5 kilos of her personal best. She was in second place at the end of the first round. This will put her into the lead in squat, but of course Kenner from Norway will follow with the opportunity to take the lead back should Greenway make this lift. Oh, that looked strong. Three white lights and one more lift in the second round of this fantastic squat competition here in the 76s. And it's Marta Kena, Norway. Powerlifting is so popular in Norway. We had the Worlds in Stavanger in November and we were treated so well. Is to take the lead. One round to go. And that looks good from Kenner. Wow, three white lights. And at the end of the second round, we've had three no lifts, all because the lifter couldn't bring it up. We've had no calls at all in depth. These women have been absolutely fantastic technique-wise. And you can see that at the end of two rounds, Kenner leads by 5 kilos from Greenway, who is also heavier. So that's in effect a 7.5 kilo lead. And Greenway is another 7.5 kilos clear of Becker, who is 5. ahead of Klaver in fourth place. Into the third round, Anderson, Denmark, to equal her personal best. No, just too much. Next up is Zakseva, one of three who missed their second round attempts. She's taking it again. It's 160 kilos. It's only a 5 kilo jump from her opener, but remember, her PB is 157.5. This will be the best squat of her life in competition. But can she do what she couldn't do last time? And she brings it back up this time. But she brought it up because it was high. I hesitated to say that in the commentary, but yeah, she cut depth in the hope of getting it back up, and all three referees called her on it. Now, Sophia Ellis, Great Britain, also 160 kilos, and this to equal her personal best. All over Europe, people will have the weekend off, will be glued to their screens, and in Great Britain, they'll all be cheering for Ellis as she drives up, and that looks good. A look of determination on her face. Three white lights. Krikishvili, 162.5. She's staying well away from her personal best of 180. That could have been posted some time ago. It could have been at a higher weight class. We just don't know. But today, she feels the most she can attempt is 162.5. Lovely indeed. Oh, that was a good lift. I would say that was better than her second. And she gets three white lights and she celebrates. Now, Frieza from the Netherlands will be next on 165 kilos. Then we have two on 170 and two on 175. Remember, although only three medals are awarded in squat, a number of these lifters are just more focused on their totals, getting on the podium, the overall podium at the end of the competition, and it's a case of building kilos, getting as many as you can, but not going for too many and sacrificing what you would have got in the process. This is 165. Huge PB. Oh, she battles it up well. The PB was 157 coming in, and look at the celebrations because her PB is now 165 kilos. And we move on to Lina Sestermoinen from Finland as we see the replay of the Dutch lifters' third attempt. Sestermoinen missed 170 last time, couldn't bring it back up. Can she put that right? No, it's a brave attempt. Gave everything she could, but it is a no lift. And next we have Pogadina from Russia. Again, she equaled her PB with her opener. That was 160. She went for a 10 kilo jump. She didn't get it. Will she have any better luck with her third and final attempt? Well, she brought it up, but I'm not sure. We'll wait for the referees. Yeah, it was high, and that was why it came up, while the second one didn't. The second one was to depth, and she couldn't get it back. That was not to depth, and it came up. Now, Leah Schreiner from Germany, one of two lifters on 175 kilos. This is to smash her own PB, to smash the German national squat record in this class. Remember, this is a new class. The 69 and 76 kilo classes have come into being since these championships were last held in Kaunas in Lithuania 2 years ago. Oh, she's working it, and that looks good. 3 white lights. She would be delighted with that. And Lohibou from Finland, the same weight, 175 kilos. And then we get into the battle for the medals. But at the moment, for everyone else, and for those battling for medals, it's about putting kilos on the board, adding to the total. And this will add another 5 kilos. And she's working and she's working. Oh, what a great battle. She brings it up. And no, she gets called in depth, 2-1. And she can't believe it. Oh, it was such a good fight. And this is Klaver from the Netherlands. The battle for medals starts here. This will move her from 5th into 3rd place. And if she gets this, only Becca from Iceland could take the bronze away. Oh, she battles. That looks good for Klaver. And it's a good lift, 2-1. And she celebrates. And we've just been told that the Finnish lifter that got a no lift 2-1, the jury have overturned that lift. And I can't say that comes as any surprise. It looked good to me. And this is Birgit Rosbecker. And this is her opportunity for bronze. If she makes this, she is the bronze medalist. No one can come past her. There are only two more lifters to go, and they are both ahead. No, she made the depth. She started up almost, it was a balance loss as much as a strength loss, but that is a no lift. And Klaver from the Netherlands can celebrate a bronze medal in a really high class squat competition. And there are two lifts remaining. Next, we have Emily Greenway from Great Britain, 190 kilos on the bar. This will match Kenner's second round lift, but remember, Greenway is the heavier of the two. She has the silver medal, and this is all about adding kilos that could be vital when the deadlift bar is loaded for the third and last time. She's looked really good on her first two, but this will equal her personal best. Oh, she battles it up. She starts smiling halfway. She looks at the lights, she sees three whites, and she is delighted with that. And now Marta Kenner to end a really close and high quality squat competition will attempt 195 kilos. She is already the gold medalist. This for a new personal best. She looked really good on 190. Will the extra 5 kilos be enough to stop her? Can she power her way to a new personal best? It's deep enough. It's coming up. It should be good. Wait for the referees. Yes, three white lights. Fantastic lifting from Kenna. Just watch the replay again. Lovely indeed. Fights it all the way up. I think the Norwegians got the numbers absolutely right there. And at the end of the squats, just a quick reminder, Kenner takes the gold with 195, Greenway the silver with 190, Claver the bronze with 180, Becker in fourth place with 177.5, Shriver 2.5 kilos behind that, as is Lohibou, who, remember, originally had her lift turned down by the referees, but it was overturned by the jury. The clock ticks down towards 90 minutes. We'll go to a break while the lifters warm up for bench press. Join us again in 90 minutes' time. And welcome back, everybody, to the Open Women's 76 kilo class here at the European Classic Powerlifting Championships in Västerås in Sweden. If you've been with us earlier, and I'm sure you were, you'll have seen a really compelling squat competition, which ended up with the gold going to Norway. Marta Kena from Norway with 195 kilos. Emily Greenway from Great Britain going 3 from 3 and equaling her personal best of 190 to take the silver. And Jacqueline Klaver from the Netherlands taking the bronze. And everything is just about to get underway in the bench press. And Jacqueline Klaver, who took the bronze medal in the squat, is first out, and she will attempt 72.5 kilos, coming in 5 kilos below her personal best. Remember, the bench press is partly a battle for bench medals, and yes, who wouldn't want to win one of them, but it's partly about gathering kilos, getting as many kilos as possible on the subtotal to take forward into deadlifts where everything will be decided. But that looks like a good first bench press from Clever and 3 white lights. Pikashvili from Georgia is out next. Her PB is 110, but remember her PB in squat was 180. She didn't go near that, and my suspicion is either the PBs are from some time ago or they're from a higher weight class. Quite possibly she's come down from 84 to 76 when the new weight classes were formed, and that's a nice smooth opener, 75 kilos. And the bar goes up to 87.5 kilos for Emily Greenway of Great Britain, the silver medalist in squat. Her PB is 92.5. She will hope this will be easy, but you never know what it's going to feel like until you get the bar in your hands for the first time. Warm-ups are just warm-ups. This is when it becomes real. And that looks good. No undue effort shown on the face. 3 white lights for Greenway. Now, Leah Schreiner from Germany had a great squat competition. Got a big personal best, pushed up the German national record in squat, and her opening attempt in bench is 87.5, 2.5 kilos short of her personal best. Oh, that's a great lift. To be so close to your personal best and do it that easily must be encouraging from her. And now Birgit Rosbecker from Iceland, 92.5 kilos on the bar. She was so close to a medal on squat. No. Oh, that's a worry. That's her opener. And she'd opened on her personal best and couldn't get it moving. Hopefully some technical adjustment can be made. Now this is Danielle Fraser from the Netherlands, 95 kilos on the bar. PB is 103. It's the Dutch record. And she was absolutely overjoyed with her second and third squats. Now for her first bench press. And that looks good. She had to work, but she should get, well, she got a yellow. Perhaps a replay will give an indication of what that was for. Yeah, it's for the butt off the bench. Just came off. Now Rebecca Romer Anderson from Denmark, 100 kilos on the bar, 2.5 kilos below her personal best. No, no, that is another lifter who found the opener far too heavy, and she talks to the coach, and hopefully they can sort that out. Now this is Tulia Lohibou, Finland, 102.5 kilos. She was the one who had her third squat overturned by the jury, who made it a good lift. And she opens her bench campaign 102.5. Her PB is 110. And that looked nice and easy. And 3 white lights. Now Sophia Ellis from Great Britain is next. 105 kilos on the bar for her. Well, she is also opening on a personal best. As you can see, her PB is 102.5. Oh, wow. For a PB, that was so easy. And I just wonder if our information is totally up to date, because that moved like an opener should move. And still 105 in the bar for Pogadina. Yulia Pogodina from Russia. The two Russians will follow each other on the bench. Zaitseva will come out for 107.5 after this. And we are now in the battle for medals. Oh, that looks smooth and easy for Pogadina. 3 white lights. And when I talk about the battle for medals, I include Ellis in that, of course. Now Zaitseva 107.5. Ignore the ranking to 1 for the time being because pretty much every lifter that comes out in the first round uh, will go to rank 1 unless they've lifted the same as someone who is lighter than them. So we'll be more focused on medals in the second round. This is just about getting one on the board. She didn't get the start command, and it's down to 20 seconds, and her foot was touching the safety rack, and that's why the feet cannot be in contact with the equipment. And you can see the clock ticking down. No, she hadn't time to prepare. We've talked time and time again that all lifters have their own pre-lift routine. You go into the routine, you go into your bubble. The outcome of that bubble is always a good lift. You practice it thousands of times in the gym, and then when you have to re-rack and the clock shows less than 20 seconds, you just can't do that process again. Now this is Lina Sestermoinen from Finland, 107.5 for her as well. Oh, she really had to work to get that moving. And she gets a yellow. I saw the hips moving, but wasn't sure if they'd actually come off or not. Oh, yes, they did. They did. But she gets it 2-1. And Marta Kenner from Norway, the gold medalist in squat, is the last out in bench press. And she has a good deadlift. So this looks ominous for the rest of the field. She's taking it out herself. Again, we see more and more lifters do this than I've ever seen before. And my theory is it's because of lockdown and people's training on their own. Oh, that's a great opening lift. And in days gone by, 3 white lights, in days gone by, training alone would have been more dangerous, but now lifters tend to train in benches with safety racks, so it's much easier to do. And at the end of the first round, Kenner leads with 110. Ellis from Great Britain is second on 105, and Pogodina from Russia is third on the same weight, but at a slightly heavier body weight. And we move into the second round. And Jacqueline Claver from the Netherlands, 77.5 kilos. Three white lights. Now, Krikishvili from Georgia. 175, as you can see, she's jumped to 82 kilos. Still way below the personal best we have for her. Again, good lift. Well, she got a yellow. Perhaps we could see what that was for. Not sure. Certainly wasn't but Emily Greenway, 90 kilos on the belt. This would take her within 2.5 kilos of her personal best. And she's not interested in chasing bench medals. She just wants to get as many kilos as she can onto her subtotal. And that looked very good. And I would guess she would come out 92.5 next time to equal her personal best. Now, Leah Schreiner from Germany, 92.5 kilos. Really good opener. And she's put another 5 kilos on the bar. Oh, it's another good lift. Schreiner is having a great day. Three white lights. And now the first of the lifters to have a red light against their name. It's Birgit Rosbecker, and if you remember, she barely got the bar moving last time. We so hope she hasn't just opened too heavy, that it was something technical, and that she can put it right this time. No, no, no. And she leaves the bench disconsolately, and she has one more attempt to stay in the competition, and the butt came up, even if she had got it. Oh, I am worried for her. And we move on to Danielle Frieza from the Netherlands, 97.5 kilos on the bar, just a 2.5 kilo jump. See the Dutch coaches looking on. She battles it all the way up. And I think we'll see a celebration. Yes, two white lights. She got one yellow. Let's see if we can see what that was for. Yeah, it was for butt. She got away with one there. Now Anderson is up next. She missed 100. It was very much like the Icelandic lifter. It never got moving. And can she do something different this time? Well, that was a very quick press. Did she get the command? Yes, she did. My apologies to her. Three white lights, great lift. I just thought it came off the chest so quickly, but no, on replay, that's good. How dare I even question her? And she is in the competition. And now Zaitseva, also with a red light against her name. But if you remember, she had to re-rack the bar because her foot was touching the safety rack, and that is not permissible within the rules. She didn't get the start command. So she didn't have time to set up properly, and now she has. Oh, she's battling, but it is stalled. Oh dear, and that is a no lift for Zakseva as well. And we now have three lifters with two red lights against their name who have one more chance to stay in the competition. And now it's the finish lifter, Lohibou, 107.5 on the bar, 2.5 kilos short of her personal best. And that looks good. Three white lights. Now the other finish lifter, Sestermoinen, 107.5 for her as well. She too has a red light against her name, and she needs to get this to avoid the drama of going to the third round, needing to get a lift in. And that looks good. And it's three white lights, and the coach punches the air, pats her on the back, and we move to Sophia Ellis from Great Britain. She was lying in third place. At the end of the first round, she's been pushed down to fourth, but this will put her back into the silver medal position, and the two lifters that follow could then push her back down to third again. Oh, that's a great lift from Ellis. That is 5 kilos more than the personal best she came in with. And two lifts to go in the second round. Yulia Pogodina from Russia is next. 110 kilos, and this will move her from fifth to second, and she's only taking a 5 kilo jump. Shows just how closely matched all these lifters are. Oh, she's working it, but I think she'll get blues. I think she'll get blues. Yes, she does. She gets one white light. Sometimes the referees are looking more at the butt than the feet, and one of them may not catch the slight downward movement, but the center referee always will, and one of the side referees did as well, and that is a no lift for her. And finally, Marta Kena from Norway, 115 kilos on the bar. This equals our personal best. She's having a great day. Remember, the squat gold medalist. And if she gets this, I can't see anyone coming past her. Takes it out herself. And that looks good. And that is three white lights. And with all the other second round nominations in, that is good enough to give Kenna the gold medal in bench press to go with the gold medal in squat. She leads. Greenway from Great Britain in second place, 5 kilos behind, and Claver another 10 kilos behind in third place. But there are a lot of lifters round about that 190 mark. Some who missed their last lift and will come back again. And this is Claver. We start the third round, 80 kilos on the bar. No, it would have been a new personal best, and it was just too much. And I think she indicated to the coach she felt the butt coming off the bench and realized she wasn't going to get it anyway and just stopped trying. And I guess tactically moving forward, that's quite a sensible thing to do. Don't waste energy on something that is going to be red lighted. Krikishvili from Georgia, 87.5 kilos on the bar. Very small Georgian contingent at these championships, but they've done really well. If you were watching the 120 plus juniors, Sankaradze won the gold medal and very nearly got the world record in deadlift. And that is a good lift from Krikishvili, and she goes 3 from 3 on the bench. Next up, Emily Greenway, silver medalist in squat. Building her kilos to the subtotal. This is 92.5 kilos. This will equal her personal best. That looks good. And 3 white lights. Now, this is Becca from Iceland. It's still 92.5 kilos on the bar. She needs this to stay in the competition. Listen to the support from the crowd. All the platform crew applaud her onto the platform. They'll be speaking to her as well. They'll be offering words of encouragement. They're a fantastic crew. They've been doing this all week to every lifter that needs their help. Come on now, one big effort. That's better, it's better. No. Oh dear. And they help her off the bench. And sadly, Becca leaves the competition. She can still contend for a medal in deadlift, of course, but she cannot make a total. And now we go to Leah Schreiner at the opposite end of the spectrum. She is having a fantastic day. She's already PB'd on bench in the second round. She PB'd on squat as well. She set a new German national record. And this is for a second personal best in bench today. Oh, it's a great fight, but just too much. But she still leaves with a personal best on the bench. And now Danielle Faiza for Netherlands, 97.5 kilos. She missed this last time. Can she do something different with her third and final bench press? Coach coach looks on, offers last minute words of encouragement as she goes through her process and gets ready to face the challenge that 97.5 kilos will present. It's locked out. I'm going to wait for the referees. 2-1, no. I thought I saw marginal downward movement, but interestingly, the center referee didn't call it for that. One yellow, one blue. Yeah, the yellow was definitely there, wasn't it? I don't think she can have too much argument with that. Now, Rebecca Romer Anderson from Denmark. She missed her opener. She got it the second time. Great battle. And this is to add another 2.5 kilos. This will equal her personal best. No, sorry, her personal best is 103.5, a Danish national record. This is to go within 1 kilo of that. Oh, that looks good. Wait, oh no, she got a red and a yellow. Now the red is a touching offence in bench press. The yellow would be butt off the bench, I would imagine. But I can't see where a red would have come in there. But I guess the butt did come off the bench. She can have no arguments. Now, Zakseva needs this to stay in the competition. 107.5 kilos. The first time she had to rush because of a re-rack. The second time she nearly got it. Can she do it at the third time of asking? It's going, it's going, it's going. What will they say? No, she gets 2 yellows. Oh, and the Russian coach says, what was that for? Well, did the butt come off the bench? Yes, that's the answer. And the jury may look at it, but I don't think anything will be overturned. Now, Tulia Lohibou, 110 kilos, to move from fourth into silver medal position, with lifters to follow, of course. The battle is all about silver. 4 lifters all taking 110. Rather than confuse you with body weights, I'll call them one at a time. This to go into silver medal position. No. And she has to settle for no better than fourth. Now, Sestermoinen, 110 kilos. And this is to put her into silver medal position. And I can tell you that she is heavier than Ellis, who will follow. And no, it stalled, and I think the butt may have come up as well. You see a replay. Brings it down very fast. The butt didn't come up actually. Hips moved, but the butt didn't come up. And this is Sophie Ellis. She is currently in second place with 107.5. This will take her up to 110. This will guarantee her silver medal. She is lighter than Pogadina. Oh, that's a great lift for Ellis. That looked like an opening attempt, not a third, and she is delighted. And two more lifts. Yulia Pogodina from Russia is next. She opened on 105, then missed 110. Now taking 110 again, and this is for a bronze medal. Currently in fifth place. This will take her onto the bench press podium. No, no, just too heavy. And she finishes just outside the medals, and we have one more lifter, and it is Marta Kena from Norway. 117.5 kilos on the bar. She is already the gold medalist in bench press. She is the gold medalist in squat. Clearly, she will bring the biggest subtotal forward. And looking ahead, she has the second highest opening deadlift. But of course, people could be playing games, but it is looking very, very good for Kenner at the moment. Let's just put it like that. This for 117.5 kilos and a new personal best. She's working it, that looks good. And no, she gets two yellows, presumably the butt off the bench. It was both side referees. Let's have a look. You can see for yourself. Yeah, yeah, no arguments with that. And at the end of a quite compelling bench press competition, we can see that Kenner from Norway takes gold in bench to go with her gold in squat. Sophia Ellis from Great Britain takes a fantastic silver with 110, and she could have gone higher, I think. That 110 was so good. But remember, she was heavier than Kenner, so she would have had to go 7.5 kilos more. The bronze medal goes to Sastermoinen on body weight from the other Finn, Lohibou, with Pogadina fifth on 105. She had an attempt for the bronze medal with 110, but couldn't lock it out. And as the clock ticks down towards 90 minutes, we will take a break. Join us for the deadlifts when everything will be decided. and welcome back to the 2021 European Classic Powerlifting Championships, coming to you from Västerås in Sweden. This morning we are covering the Open Women Under 76 Kilos class. If you've been with us earlier, I'm sure most of you have been. You will have seen great competitions in squat and deadlift, and we are just squat and bench press. My apologies, and we're about to start deadlifts, where everything will be decided. Kenner from Norway has won gold in squat and in bench press, and she is probably one deadlift away from effectively being crowned European champion. But behind her, there is going to be a huge battle to get on the podium, and there is also going to be a great battle for deadlift medals. So sit back and enjoy the next 40 minutes or so when everything will be decided when the bar hits the floor. Tulia Lohibou from Finland is first out, 167.5. As always, I'll let the first round unfold, and then when we get to the end of the first round, we can talk more about podium positions. And that's good. Oh, she had to work for an opener, though, didn't she? Three white lights. She looked slightly anxiously at the board, but it was good. But how much more is there? And of course, everyone is in the competition apart from Becca and Zaitseva, who did not get a bench press in. Everyone else, when they make a deadlift, they make a total. This is Huizer from the Netherlands, one of three lifters, all on 170. And that looks good. They're so closely matched that anyone that can perhaps make a couple of 10-kilo jumps in deadlift could come right through the field. Now, Becca from Iceland, sadly, she cannot contend for an overall medal, but she can contend for a deadlift medal. Failed to get a bench press in, unfortunately. That looks good. It's 10 kilos below her personal best. She looks to have plenty more in the tank. Now also 170 on the bar for Andersen from Denmark. Rebecca Römer Andersen. That looks good. And three white lights. And the bar goes up to 172.5 kilos for Jacqueline Klaver from the Netherlands. Well below her personal best. They will all want to just get a reasonably safe opener and take no risks, make a total, and you've got two lifts remaining. And that looks good. And with the referee say three white lights. Now Yulia Zakseva. Unfortunately, she cannot make a total. She cannot contend for the podium, but she can contend for a deadlift medal. Sadly, it appeared she just opened too heavy on the bench. And that's good. Did she let that go too soon? Yes, she did. And she gets yellows from two. Just watch when the hands let go of the bar. There. And that is not permitted within the rules. And so Zakseva has a red against her name. And now Emily Greenway from Great Britain. Great squat competition, silver medal. She equaled her PB in bench. And this is only 10 kilos short of her PB in deadlift, and she made that look really easy. One of those battling for a podium position, and that will have done her no harm at all. And I would suspect she'd probably go up 7.5 kilos next time. Now this is Pogadina, 185 kilos on the bar. And that looks good. 3 white lights. Now, Lina Sestermoinen from Finland, 187.5 kilos.
It is classified for medal in total
7.5 kilos below her personal best. That looks good as well.
yes. Quickly. Let's return to the
3 white
stage.
lights. This is building and building, and I want to talk about totals, but I'm not going to. Let's let this unfold. Leah Schreiner,
With the same
she's had a super
total
day.
in total
German record holder with 203 kilos.
203.
This is 8 kilos less than that, 195 for her opening attempt. 26 years of age. And she makes that look easy.
Yes,
And
quickly.
3 white lights.
Now we continue.
And now we have the leader at subtotal, Marta Kena from Norway. Well, she was originally down for 205, I think, for her opener, but she's dropped it to 197.5. Just wants to get a safe one in. Oh, that looks very impressive. And if I was a betting man, which I'm not, and I had to bet some money right
This
now,
white light value
it
is
would be
100
upon Kenner
in total.
being the European champion in the 76s.
Yes, the band is ready for the next victor.
But this is
Number
Krikishvili. There
83.
is 210 kilos on the bar. We have our PB as 235, which is enormous.
This was the gold medal
But
in
she hasn't been near PBs in either of the other two lifts. She may not have to get a medal in deadlift. Oh, that looked good. That looked easy.
yes,
She
quickly.
slams the bar down as if to say, there's a lot more to come yet.
Sophia
And
from
finally, in the first
Norway is
round,
ready for
also
medal. It is for
on
the
210
silver
kilos, is Sophie
position in
Ellis from
total.
Great Britain.
Gold medal position, defending silver medal position in total.
And after this,
Come on, Sophia, come
we
on.
can have a look at where the totals lie at the end of one round. But this is to put Ellis in a very good place. Oh, how easy was that?
Easy.
The heaviest deadlift of the session was the easiest looking deadlift of the session. What a fantastic lift by Sophie Ellis. And at the end of the round, well, let's talk deadlifts first of all. Ellis leads from Krikashvili on body weight. Kenner is third place, 12 and a half kilos further back, and more importantly, in total, Kenner 507.5, Ellis 480, Greenway 467, Schreiner 462.5, Sastermoinen 460, Krikashvili 460. It is too close to call. Kenner is probably too far ahead to be caught, but any of the others could end up on the podium. Any of them could get pushed off. It's going to be a fascinating 2 rounds, both for the overall podium and for the deadlift medals. And this is Heuser from the Netherlands, 177.5. As we start the second round. Well, it was a bit too phase. Let's wait for the referees, and they like it. That's good. 3 white lights. Didn't rest on the thighs, didn't go down. I would have given it. I was just a bit worried. That 1 or 2 of the referees might not, but it's good. Now, Lohibou from Finland, 180 kilos. You can see this would move her from 8th to 5th overall. She's jumped 12 and a half kilos. It's a big jump. It's a brave jump. This would give it 462.5. Oh, and she's fighting. And she locks that out. And it's taken everything. And she gets 3 white lights. Great lift. But has she got anything else to give now? Or was that it all? Now, Rebecca Römer Andersen, Denmark, 180 kilos. And such is the quality of the competition that a lift of 180 kilos will only put her in 8th place. Oh, once she got it. Oh, no, I thought she had it. Oh, it was nearly there, but it is a no lift. So close. Once she got it moving, I thought she was going to do it, but she just lost it near the top. Now, Jacqueline Klaver from the Netherlands, 182.5. And again, this is 400-pound deadlift territory, and it only puts her to 8th place if she gets it. Her opener of 172.5, only good enough for 10th. No, what a quality competition we're having though. And the lifters are now really being pushed. They've been pushed early to try and climb the rankings. So we're seeing in the second round what we often see in the third round, people going to their limit. And this is Zaitseva. Remember, she got a red light for letting go of the bar too soon. She's gone up 10 kilos anyway. And that is good. And you can bet she will never, ever, ever let the bar go early again. And nothing is lost because she took her planned second lift and got 3 white lights. Now, this is Birgit Rosbecker from Iceland. Didn't get a bench press in, but can contend for deadlift medals. She's pushing herself as well. She's jumped 17 and a half kilos. This will be a 7.5 kilo personal best. Oh, what a fantastic lift from Becca. Some consolation for the bench press. 3 white lights. Now, Sestermoinen from Finland. This will put her into fourth place overall, within touching distance of the podium. This puts her to 465. She's only jumped 5 kilos. And she is really fighting, and she opened so close to her limit. And this is the thing in a high quality field, if you play safe, you're just swept away, and it just forces you to do things you might try in the third round, in the first or the second round. Now, this is Pogadina. This will put her in fifth place in deadlift. She's ranked eighth overall. And that looks good. 3 white lights. Now, Emily Greenway, Great Britain, 195 kilos on the bar, a jump of 10 kilos to equal her personal best. She is in bronze medal position overall. This will protect that position. It will give her 477.5 and put her within 2.5 kilos of silver medal position. But she is heavier. Oh, but that's a great lift, and this is going to go right down to the wire. That's 3 white lights. Now, Leah Schreiner, 205 kilos on the bar. This would be a personal best that you can see. She holds the German record. The 203, she opened 8 kilos below it. Now she is going 2 kilos above it. And this will move her into bronze medal position. In the deadlift, she is fourth overall. This would put her to 472.5, 5 kilos behind Greenway, and she is lighter body weight. Oh, and that's a great lift from Schreiner. And she celebrates. She knows how close she is to the podium. And next up we have Kenner. Kenner is taking 210 kilos, a 12.5 kilo jump. This would give her 520, and I honestly don't think anyone will get near her if she makes this. If she doesn't, she is open to attack in the third round. But if she makes this, I think she will push herself out of reach. Oh, that's a great lift from Kenna. And she gets 3 white lights. Moves to 520 kilos. And I think she is the champion. But we have 2 more lifts in the second round. This is Krikishvili, 217.5. Will move her into the lead in deadlift and push her right up to fifth place overall. This would give her 467.5 and put her within 10 kilos of the bronze medal. and it is easy. And this competition still has a long way to go. Sophie Ellis has opted to put 220 kilos on the bar. Her deadlift PB is 227.5 kilos.
this is still
Her opener of 210 was, in my opinion, the easiest opener
one is running
of the
for
whole
the
of the first round,
Pogadina.
and the bar is now loaded for her second
Number
attempt.
29.
She is in second place overall. This would move her into the lead in deadlifts. She is the last lifter out in the second round. Absolutely fantastic lifting from Ellis. Three white lights. She leads in deadlift. She cements her overall silver medal position.
And now the last attempt
And at the end of the second round, we can see in total, Kenner has 520, Ellis 490. She's not going to bridge a 30 kilo gap.
55.
Greenway 477.5. Schreiner 5 kilos further back in a lighter body weight. Crick is really creeping up 467.5. And Lohibou a little further back in
Last
462.
running for you.
It is still
Marta
all up
Kenneth
for
from
grabs.
Norway.
The European title is decided, but nothing else is. This is Anderson. She missed this last time round at 180. It would equal her personal best. Oh, that's much better. She got it moving better off the floor, got more momentum, and three white lights for Anderson to finish. Now, Jacqueline Claver from the Netherlands, 182.5. Incredible competition, if she gets 400 pounds in the deadlift, it will only be good enough for 10th place.
Are you ready?
No, oh, it came out of her right hand. She just couldn't hold it. She gets a consolation hug from the coach, and it is a no lift. And now the other Netherlands lifter, Danielle Faiza, will follow her final attempt, 185 kilos. And this will move her from 12th to 9th in deadlift. It will give her a total of 445, which amazingly will only be good enough for 9th place. And I say that not to belittle the lifter, but to emphasize the quality of the competition that we're seeing here this morning. Maybe not the records from last night, but still a fantastic close competition. This for a personal best for Heuser. And she locks it out.
55.
And two of the referees give it blues for downward movement or resting the thighs. Just watch again. Yeah, there's where it went down. It was only marginal, but it only has to be marginal. and that's why she was looking anxiously at the screen. Now, Lohibou, she is in fifth place.
Lights ready.
She's taken another 5 kilos, and this will not improve her position. It may, however, protect it.
Resistance box is open now.
Sorry, she's in sixth place, not fifth. Old eyes looking at small figures. No, no, I felt she was right on her limit and she gave everything with her second round attempt, and there was nothing more to give. Now, the other Finnish lifter, Sestermoinen, her final attempt, 192.5 kilos. As we see a reminder of the leaderboard again, the end of the second round. Ellis leading from Krikishvili. But how will it finish? She missed 192.5 last time. This will move her from 7th to 6th overall and in deadlift. And she must settle for 7th place. Emily Greenway battling for a podium position. She's taken a jump of 5 kilos to 200. It's more than she will ever have lifted before. It will put her to 482.5, but she will be under attack from lifters making bigger jumps. Will she be proved to have the right strategy? We will find out over the next 5 minutes. She stalks the platform. She gets psyched up. She goes into the zone to pull 5 kilos more than she's ever done before. Maintain her third place position. And that is a great lift from Greenway. And she has done all she can. She has performed magnificently in the highest class field imaginable. And now all she can do is wait. Next up is Becca, who cannot contend for an overall medal. She didn't get bench press in, but this is 200. And even 200, as you can see, is only good enough for 6th place in the deadlift. The sport is just evolving year on year, and standards are constantly getting higher, and that was just too much. Enough, she says, enough. And well, I think we're going to see a few changes. This is the first of them coming up. And Pogadina has jumped to 210 kilos. This would put her to 475. She would be going up to 4th place in deadlift, 4th place in total, just outside the medals in both. At 4th place in such a high class field is a position to be proud of, but of course Schreiner in particular could push her back down to 5th. A 7.5 kilo personal best, and she just cannot get it moving. And now this is Leah Schreiner. Well, we've got another attempt change. And Leah Schreiner is going 212.5 kilos. She has given up the attempt for the overall podium. She is chasing the deadlift medal. Um, Her original lift would have had her going past Greenway, but she has dropped, and this will leave her in fourth place on 480, 2.5 kilos behind Greenway, but it will move her into third place in deadlift.
Everybody's ready? Leah Schreiner. Germany. It is an attempt from a new personal best. Come on, Leah.
For yet another German national record, and I would guess a total record, although I can't be sure. This is Leah Schreiner, and it is just too much. She gave it a go. It was not to be, but what a fantastic performance Schreiner has put on today. There can only be three on the final podium, but a lot of people can leave as winners in their own personal battles and with their heads held very high indeed. Now, this is Marta Kenner from Norway. She is the European champion, but this will put her into the lead in deadlift as well. She has the gold in squat. She has the gold in bench press. She wants the full set. This is 220 kilos. Remember, she is lighter than anyone else in the field, just over 70 kilos. So this to move into gold medal position with two lifters to follow. Oh, that's a fantastic lift. It's a new personal best by 2.5 kilos if she gets it, and she does. 2-1. Jenner currently has everything,
Now we have an attempt from
but
Sophia
the next two lifts will both be European record attempts. Sophie Ellis from Great Britain, 230.5 kilos. The European record stands at 230. This will move her into gold medal position in deadlift. She is safe in second place overall, and the platform is cleaned, and the bar is cleaned, and Sophie Ellis comes out to attempt a new European Open deadlift record. It will put her in the lead, but will not guarantee gold because Krikishvili is still to come. Her first two lifts have been fantastic. Oh, that is wonderful. We wait for the referees. She likes it. The referees like it. Two of them like it. One gave downward movement, and she jumps into the arms of her coach, and she is the gold medalist. And Krikishvili, as we expected, has changed, and she has dropped to 231 kilos. And this will be for the European record, and this will be for deadlift gold. What a competition! It has gone right down to the final lift. And this is Nino Krikishvili from Georgia, looking to do what her compatriot did in the 120 plus juniors and win deadlift gold. And she says to the crowd, "Come on, make some more noise." And the platform crew are all applauding her as she walks up to the bar. And here we go. She composes herself, goes into that place and pulls, and it is just too much. What a fantastic effort. What a fantastic competition these lifters have put on for us. I really hope you've enjoyed it. It's been fascinating to commentate on. Let's talk about totals first of all. 530 kilos. The European champion 2021 in the 76 kilo class is Marta Kenner from Norway, and I can tell you that she has moved into fourth place in the best lifter points with that performance. The silver medal with a fantastic European record 230.5 deadlift with her third and final attempt with 500.5 kilos is Sophie Ellis from Great Britain, and also from Great Britain with a total of 482.5 kilos, 18 kilos behind, is Emily Greenway. A further 10 kilos back, Leah Schreiner. What a brave effort she made to get a deadlift medal, but she just missed out and no more. What a fantastic competition. And just to summarize the deadlift medals, the winner with that European record we just mentioned, 230.5 kilos. Sophia Ellis, Great Britain. The silver medal, Marta Kenner, Norway, with a fantastic 220. And the bronze medal goes to Georgia, Krikishvili, with 217.5 kilos. Schreiner tried a big jump to get into the medals and just missed out and finished in fourth place. What a wonderful competition once again. Huge congratulations to Kenna. She's not just the champion, but she is fourth in the Best Points Award. Huge congratulations to the two British lifters who came through in such a highly stacked and competitive field to take silver and bronze. And huge congratulations to Ellis for her new European Open deadlift record with her final lift of the competition. I hope you enjoyed this morning's session. We have one more session today, and I know I always say it, but it always turns out to be true. It promises to be fantastic because what we have this afternoon is the men's Open 93 and Open 105 classes back to back. Both titles will be contested and decided this afternoon. Please stay with us for the medal ceremony. Please join us again at 1400 hours local time for what promises to be a wonderful afternoon's lifting. Until then, from the commentary booth, I will wish you bye for now.
président. And Danielle Frieza, Technical Chairman, European Powerlifting Federation. Okay, we begin with squat. Roll with arm. Leah Schreiner, Nederland. Silver medal, Greenway, Great Britain. And gold medal, Marta, Norway. Thank you. Request. Bronze medal, Lina Sestermoinen, Finland. Silver medal, Sophia Ellis. Gold medal in this category, Marta Kenner, Norway. Thank you. Now in deadlift, bronze medal, Georgia. Silver medal, Marta Kenner, Norway. The gold medal with the Lohibou, Ellis, Sofia, Great Britain. Thank you. Now in total, bronze medal, Greenway, Great Britain. The silver medal is Sofia, Great Britain also. And the winner for this European Open Classic Powerlifting Championship 2021 is Marta, Norway. Okay, please, everybody stand up. Everybody please stand up for national anthem from Norway. Everybody please stand up. Big applause. Big applause. Really for his speaker. 76 kilo category open. And big five.